What's up?
I'm making Eric jealous with my shoulder rolls. So jealous. You remember Eric, right, Michael?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. He's my stand-in for life. Okay. Feeling good this morning.
Good.
Yeah, feeling real good. You know why? I just had a little bit of my better booch. Seriously. I'm going to say this in total honesty because I don't like reading from samples that people give me to read about their products. I like to just talk about it. If somebody were to tell me, hey, you want to try a grapefruit sage and tea? I don't know. What kind of tea? What kind of tea is this? I have no clue what kind of tea. Anyway, grapefruit and sage. That alone, I would have been like, nah, not my thing to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. That's good.
That's good.
That's good, man. I seriously, this is probably my favorite one so far. Better Booch Premium Kombucha Tea. It's all organic, super low sugar. 5 grams per 8 ounces. That's nothing. That's nothing. I burn 5 grams of sugar doing this podcast every second. I don't know if that's accurate, but
Probably not.
no, seriously, this is the best kombucha I've ever drank. It doesn't taste vinegary at all. It tastes like a light juice, right?
Yeah, I could agree.
Yeah, you could agree.
I do agree.
You do.
I'm
God,
drinking it right now, so.
you make me so angry. I don't know why. I'm kidding. I love both of you. And that's it. That's it. No more show today. No, I'm kidding. We actually got a pretty yeah, I forgot to turn that off. We have a listener question, I believe. Is this correct,
Yes, we do.
Michael? What is the listener question for today?
Wesam, how do you know when to stand your ground or go neutral in a conflict?
Ooh. That's actually a really good question.
From Anonymous.
From Anonymous. I wish, man, whenever you guys send in these questions, I love them. Get as specific as you can, because that's pretty general, right? But I guess the best way for me to answer it is this. If it goes against my principles or moral values, I'm going to fight you to the death. Usually.
Usually. There's a lot of dead people.
There's a lot of dead people. I probably say during conflicts, I wait for an opening, or I stay neutral, usually.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody's fighting their own demons. Try to be nice to people. A lot of times you realize, oh, okay, this person's just having a bad day or is going through really rough times. That's what I think anyway. That's helped me. Helped me with my road rage, that's for sure. Plus, I'm rich now, so that helps. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ignore that last part. I hope that helps. But that's usually when I know. Just, you know, kind of put yourself in the other person's shoes and be empathetic. That always helps. Our guest today is Jennifer.
You're having trouble.
Saying her last name? Because we joked around about it. It's
John.
Yes, I was going to say that. It's Jennifer.
Were you?
Yes. Come on, guys. Anyway, it's John. Yeah. Man, what a great person. She has a shining aura about her. She's very nice, very warm, super talented, super athletic. I don't say this often. Saw her demo reel on IMDb. She sucked me in to her performance. It was pretty amazing performance. Assassin. You can see her on Van Helsing on Sci-Fi Channel. She does a lot of cool stunts, amazing acting. Some of her other credits include The Layover, The 100, Supernatural.
Colony.
Colony. Classic Colony. Am I right? Guys, let's give it up for Jennifer John.
Now.
Yeah, let's play it. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I just realized something.
What'd you realize?
I put too much ginger in my drink.
Ooh.
So
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling.
Do you need to go?
No.
Okay.
no, thankfully, no, it's not that quick.
Is it that scary? Do we have to evacuate
No,
this booth?
it opened up my my nasal cavities in my mouth. All right, that's a great way to start the show. Talk about how much ginger I put in my drink. Jennifer,
It's important.
it is important.
I think so.
Gut health is
Totally.
That's why I have you on.
You gotta make sure that everything is working. It's your
That's true.
Air Force.
Air
Right.
Force. I
Air
like
Force.
that.
Life Force.
Life Force.
That's what my yoga teacher says. Life Force.
I like that.
It makes me feel like an alien. It's great.
How many times a week do you do yoga?
Oh, shite. A lot.
That's awesome.
A lot. I kind of need it for sanity. I feel like it's cheaper than a therapist.
It is. That's true.
And I would just, I feel like my brain needs it. I need to be in like constant motion.
Yeah.
I know that sounds pretty lame.
That's cool that you've made time because you said you have a husband. I'm assuming
I do.
like a family, right?
I got the husband.
You got the husband. Yeah.
And then I have, I guess, fur children. I have a cat and a dog.
Yeah.
And he's pretty freaking cute. The dog.
Is the dog okay?
The cat's okay.
Do they get along?
They don't eat each other, which is nice.
Okay.
And there's definitely a lot of chasing around the house and stuff. It's great. It makes, I think it's just natural,
Yeah.
you know? I'm talking about my kids. This is boring.
No, it's not. That's to me. I'm
I'm
curious.
just looking at your face. You're like, we're going to be talking about
Oh no,
dogs."
usually I have more to do.
Oh.
It's just Michael's face.
It's a good face, Michael.
What else do you do to kind of find that balance and recharge?
That balance. Geez, what else do I do? I train in Muay Thai and boxing.
What?
Yeah.
You spar too?
Yeah.
That's
I
intense.
Love it. It's the mixture. You need all the centering and the stretching, and then sometimes you just need to hit stuff.
Yeah. Go aggro.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. How do you protect your face? Because that's my biggest
With
concern.
my
with martial arts.
With my hands.
Okay.
With
Gotcha. You're just that
my
good.
shoulders.
Right.
And then I do the matrix.
Have you ever
Fucking
gotten
Neo, man.
really?
No,
Is there any YouTube footage of you just kicking ass that we can check out?
there could be.
There could be. Oh shit! So you spar often then?
Pretty often. Yeah.
Wow.
Every week.
That's great.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, like for me, I'm always concerned that if I go into like any type of sparring martial arts, I gotta protect my face, obviously, but like sometimes you get those crazy people in class.
Yeah. Well, I stick with my trainers.
Okay.
When I do other classes, just like you said.
See?
Things happen. And
I
you're just
knew it.
like, dude, gloves down. I'm just taking a sip of water.
Yeah.
And you just kind of get knocked out. But that's okay.
It's my moneymaker.
It's a good one.
It is a good one. Thank you, Jennifer. I think we both have good money-making faces. That was the weirdest phrase ever.
Money making faces?
Yeah, money-making faces?
These guys are like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? How long have you been doing Muay Thai?
Just since the beginning of the year. I'm
Oh.
relatively new to it.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I dabbled in different forms of martial arts. My dad is 6th-degree black belt in Taekwondo, so he always kind of
Nice.
taught us little things, but I never did the certification, which I regret. But it's never too late. I can get
No.
into it now.
You know, this guy named Joe Lee, he used to do Taekwondo too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And?
He was okay.
Yeah?
No, he's good. I'm assuming he's
Is
good.
he a master?
Is he what?
Is he a master?
You know what? I think he's a black belt. Our agent, Joe Lee. Yeah.
That explains it.
That's what I was talking about.
He's so centered.
Yeah.
You guys, if you ever met Joseph Lay, my goodness.
Joseph Lay. I'm going to start calling him that.
I don't know. I remix my last name all the time.
What's some of your favorite remixes?
Favorite? Oh, I don't know if I go as far as favorite, but the common one is Cheon.
Cheon.
And it's spelt that way, so I don't blame you guys for saying it.
I was pronouncing that in my head, but it's correctly pronounced Chun, right?
Actually, it's correctly pronounced Jun, like
Jun.
Jun.
Oh.
But in translation, I don't know. I guess they were like, Asian has to be Cha. And my dad's like, Jun. He's like, Cha? No, Jun. Oh, Cheon. What?
Did you grow up in LA?
No, I grew up in Vancouver.
Okay.
Vancouver, Canada, yeah.
When did you move to LA then?
I haven't officially. I lived here for 2 years, like, ugh, my goodness,
Oh.
a long time ago. And then, I was going to move to LA and
Yeah.
become a star. And then, but there was enough of an industry in Vancouver, so I went back.
Yeah.
And especially for the type of parts that I might or could or had any degree of the chance of getting.
Yeah.
Might as well go back home. So I did, and so now I'm just back and forth. It's only 2 hours away.
That's not bad.
It isn't.
So you're primarily Vancouver based.
Primarily, yeah.
That's great. And most of your life in Vancouver?
Most of my life in Vancouver.
Great.
Yeah.
Is it cool in Vancouver? Cool to grow up there?
Temperature-wise, it is very cool.
Right.
I think it is. I grew up on a horse farm, so I was just outside of the city.
Whoa.
And yeah, my dad was is an equestrian man. He's retired now, but yeah.
Wow.
So he would always be training.
Okay.
and- yeah.
I guess this is a question I have for you. I love horses, but I get a little, concernicus and a little nervous, especially around a big beast,
Dude.
because they.
They'll kick ya.
Yeah, that is
They'll
my
kick
big
ya.
one of my biggest fears. Being
They won't do
kicked
it
by a horse.
maliciously.
Oh, I know.
You know that word.
Maliciously, yeah.
That's the word.
But dude, I've seen people get kicked by horses, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have. Well,
I've been kicked by horses.
I don't know. You have?
Hence why I'm a little slow. Just kidding.
No. What's it
Cut
like?
to.
How horrible is it?
It's pretty bad. I remember I have this distinct memory of that's why my dad was always like, let the horse know when you're walking around to like make a sound or say or something or go ho 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 or do something, and I just kind of like wasn't thinking and just kind of surprised it, and it just smacked. Good thing it hit me in the hip. So it was like a good nice little like hip check, and I was just at that sweet spot where it didn't have its full force. It was just kind
Oh.
of finished.
No,
So-
it was doing a back thrust kick, basically.
Yeah, basically. And then I had a nice bruise.
Wow.
I like bruises though.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
That seriously terrifies me. So how do you become not nervous around a big beast like that? You just have to just hang around horses all the time?
I think that's the thing.
Ah, dang it.
You just gotta embrace the fear.
Okay. I dig
Just-
that.
As long as you got carrots, you're good.
Okay.
And as long as you're calm, they'll be calm.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like when you're on the horse, it feels everything that you feel. So if you're scared about it, then it's scared about you, and it's like, why are you scared? And I'm like, I'm scared because you're scared. But I'm scared if you're scared. It's like basically that. If you
I like
had
your
to-
horse voice, by the way.
Really?
Oh my gosh. That's really cool though. Ah, man, I wish I could ride horses more. There's so many things I want to do.
We gotta get you out of this booth, man. Let's
I
go.
know.
Let's go.
There's that
Les.
equestrian center over at Griffith, isn't there?
I think
I
so.
hear. Want to go ride horses?
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Thank you, Michael. Wow, so motivating this morning.
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, hold on. All right.
I miss that guy.
Where is he?
I don't know where are you, Shia?
He's not famous anymore. That's what he says.
Oh, he's not. He just made that decision. That's sweet.
Something like that.
I like that he just made that call for himself.
Yeah, I think he's in Europe somewhere. That's where I'm guessing. I think that's a good guess. Europe.
Did you ever see the actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf videos?
Excuse me?
Actual
What?
cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
No. No, I pay
Those
taxes. I
exist.
can't.
There's this guy who just created a song where it's basically he's out in the woods not by himself and he finds Shia LaBeouf and Shia LaBeouf is actually a cannibal.
I have not seen it. That is it
That's
on YouTube?
serious.
It is.
Okay, well, when I go home today,
serious.
that's on my to-do list.
He actually created this whole like orchestra thing. Like he had like the gay orchestra of like West Hollywood like sing the whole like thing, and like it's a whole production. Like they're fighting, and then
This sounds so weird, so artsy.
It
I
is
don't know if
very
I'll like it.
artsy.
Do you like artsy stuff like that?
I do. Sometimes it just reeks of art, and then you just can't. But then again, I don't want to judge anyone's art. I really like. It's your own vision. It's your own expression, and power to you to have the bravery, the courage
Sure.
to do it.
Sure. I think
Right?
I'm the same for 99.9% of art. Sometimes it drives me insane when I see like the paintings and it's just one color. You know, like it's in an art gallery and they're all just one color.
Did you go to my exhibit or something?
Is that your exhibit?
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Do you know
but
what
I
I
did
mean?
think I was really saying something once, and I painted like a bunch of like plain canvases, and my friends were like, "That's really lame." I was like, "Never mind."
It might be an yeah, I don't know. I can't dig it. I don't know. That's like the one thing cuz like I've seen like really amazing things. So that's my bar. Do you know what I mean? Am I crazy here?
I have it pulled up here.
Oh.
We're going to watch the whole thing?
No, we don't have to.
I'm kidding. Okay. Okay, so this is Shia LaBeouf made this?
No. Someone else.
About Shia LaBeouf.
About Shia. Oh wow.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Shia LaBeouf.
He's following you, about 30 feet back.
I'm already out.
Is this
Gets
art?
down on all fours
I'm already
and
out.
into a sprint. He's
Yeah, let's-
gaining on you. Lost yourself. Stranded with a
God,
murderer.
they
You
brought
creep
dancers?
silently through the underbrush.
Oh, and he's in the audience, right? At the end?
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah.
There's like a weird thing at the end where it's like,
Did he put this together, or did someone put this together?
no, the main guy that's singing.
A lot of people
Yeah.
came together for
Yeah.
this.
It was just like an internet
Alright.
video at first, and then he.
Okay.
Some
And then
music
he
video
went-
disappeared after he did the one with the little girl. It's like a music video. And he's
Oh,
kinda, like,
I
naked and
cry
going back and
all the
forth.
time. The Sia video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a Sia
Yeah,
video,
I
okay.
think it was either Chandelier or it was. Oh no, it was Elastic Heart.
Elastic Heart. Yeah.
Oh, I get so emotional whenever I watch that.
It's good
I'm
music.
not even
She's-
kidding. I do.
She's so interesting. She faces away from the audience during her live performances, which is pretty cool.
Actually,
Or no?
years ago when I used to bounce and I used to do security at different venues.
What?
We did. I was her security when she performed at the Commodore Ballroom in
Yeah.
Vancouver, around like 2010. But the thing is, she didn't finish the set. She just, it's real. Like to get on stage is a lot for her, and she kind of gets that overwhelming feeling, which, you know, I think that's why the wigs and why she hides herself. But she's so fucking talented and such a nice woman. And anyways, yeah, and she was kind of having hot flashes, and you could see that she was kind of struggling while she was doing a few songs, and then she was like, "I'm so sorry, I just give me 1 second," and left stage. She tried to come back again, and we were giving her ice packs and everything, and she was like, I gotta get back out there, but and anyways, she did like half the song, and she's like, I'm so sorry, I have to go, I'll be right back. And then she couldn't go back on.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
I think that's why the wigs and
Yeah.
and all the other stuff. But hey, at least, I mean, I love her music. I love her work. I love her art.
Yeah.
I mean, however she wants to perform is how she wants to perform, and I respect that she's, you know, she knows her limitations. A lot of people just, you know, try and self-medicate to do it, or you know, whatever it is. That I love that she has her boundaries, and if you love her and you love and respect her, then you.
It's cool. She's kind of found ways to kind of, I don't know. I don't know if embrace is the right word, but like, you know, with the wigs facing away,
Yeah.
kind of just to help herself
Yeah.
and being brave enough and comfortable enough to acknowledge that and be like, okay, this is just who I am. So yeah.
Yeah, like I get it. Like sometimes I wish I could audition or be like this. People are like, we need to see your face. I'm like, oh, do you? Okay.
How do you-
I guess that's why I like Ivory so much is because she has all that stuff on her face. And
How do you deal with then whenever you get nervous or stressed for an audition? How do you usually approach them?
oh, like yesterday, I can't help but get nervous. I've been doing this for years, but every time I have to put something on tape in person with the casting director, I always get nervous. And it generally, I go to the bathroom and I just, like ostrich, just like flop down
Okay.
and breathe.
On the toilet or like just in the bathroom standing?
Just in the bathroom standing.
Okay, gotcha.
Never mind, it is the toilet. I'm on the toilet. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Does that and so that helps?
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps. Moving blood helps.
Yeah.
And then sometimes nothing helps, and you just hope it went well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you never know in those situations.
Right.
You know, like you've done it, and then you leave, and you're like, yeah, nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't see that casting director ever again.
Do you feel as nervous with producer sessions or testing or anything like that?
I almost feel like the bigger the crowd, the better.
Okay.
I almost feel, yeah. And I also like it. Sometimes it's so funny because, you know, people, they're looking down and they really give you that feeling like they don't give a shit. And they don't sometimes. And you're like, but then halfway through the scene or at the beginning of the scene or when you start or whatever, and then little head, you know, the heads start popping up, then I'm like, yeah. It kind of gives me the, if I'm noticing, depending on what the scene is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I saw a clip. I think your demo reels on IMDb, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah. I saw something from, you play a lot of like, they're like supernatural creatures, right? Would you say?
I do a lot of sci-fi.
Sci-fi, I guess is the right word. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of, and villains. I play a lot of villains.
Yeah.
What you trying to say, guys?
I don't know. I don't know. What are you attracting in your life?
What are you trying to say? Do I look mean?
How has shooting been Helsing?
Oh my God, that's tons of fun. I mean, you get to do all the things, all the action stuff. You get to, you know, do the nitty gritty acting stuff. It's like, it's the best of all worlds, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where you're wearing the white makeup
Yeah.
a little bit and you were like,
Yeah.
assassin, assassin? I don't know what's going on in the show, but I was intrigued. I was pulled in. I was like, he's an assassin. I'm in. All in.
Yeah, and in the mask too. When I did it, it's like surround sound. So I was like, oh. You can see it, but I was like, assassin. And I was like, well, all right.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was.
Do you guys get like a bunch of rehearsals, especially with the fight choreography beforehand?
Not all the time. Sometimes, you know, things move quickly, things change. Sometimes it's on the day we have to put things together, but we've got an amazing stunt team led by the legend Kamani Smith. And yeah, we just, you know, you got to go with the flow. Things change quickly and just got to go with it.
And you find time to balance out like prepping your lines, prepping your acting work, staying in shape, and all that stuff.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's working out or if it's balancing out. I hope so.
Yeah. It seems like it.
Is it sweet? Because talking about sweet, I love cake. Like, I just love sweets, which really don't go with like trying to be uber fit.
Yeah.
Just when all you want is cake. That's all I want.
What kind?
Oh gosh, all of it. I want the marble. I want carrot. I want
Carrot? That's your second thing you...
I love it.
You like carrot
banana
cake?
bread. I could eat loaves and loaves of banana bread.
Okay. I'm okay with the banana bread.
This is important stuff. I'm really glad that you guys are listening.
Everybody needs to know.
Everyone needs to know.
These are all the questions that came in. What kind of cake does Jennifer, Cheon, Jun?
Man.
I'm kidding.
Are you though?
I am kidding, Michael. Mr. Michael. Oh my gosh. When did you book? When did you? Because it's aired, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when did you start working on Van Helsing?
Ooh. Well, I started it. We're airing season 3 right now.
Awesome.
And I came in season 2, and it was a lot of fun. It was only supposed to be like 2 episodes. She was supposed to die. And they kept me around until the end. And then, they were like, okay, now you're going to die.
Yeah.
And I was, it happens, so
Yeah.
go with it. And they didn't want me to die, so they wrote 2 different endings. I was super blessed for that.
Wow,
and
that's
so
incredible.
They to pitch to the network of see which one. And anyways, so we shot Ivory both ways. And I didn't find out until Roland, who plays Gab, was doing some ADR, and he just texted me, "We live," and I just started screaming and jumping on my bed, and
That's
it was
awesome.
great. Yeah,
That's
and then
very
now season
blessed.
3, here we are.
Yeah,
So it's pretty exciting.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
What have been some of your like most fun projects to shoot? Because as going through your demo reel, I was like, oh, cool. Saw a little bit of what's the supernatural show, and then you've done like the romantic comedies too, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a nice gambit, right?
It's a lot of either blood or you're just in love. Yeah, I've been lucky that I've gotten to do a nice range of material.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love fight scenes. I love shooting fight scenes and learning fight choreography and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I can't remember. What was your question?
Your most fun role?
Most fun role?
Yeah.
Probably Ivory.
Okay.
So
That looks like a
far.
lot of fun.
So far. I also really loved Dakiva. She was on the 100, a character I played on the 100.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got, like, all my lines were in Transgosseling. So they
In what?
sent Transgosseling.
What is that?
That's the name of the language
Oh.
that, it's like grounder talk.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they would send like how you say it phonetically, how all these, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Yeah.
then you just
That's
have
crazy.
to find a way of piecing it. So that the thing is, it was not just learning lines, it was learning another language, which no one else speaks but on the show. But
Yeah.
anyways, it was fun.
It's kind of like when Lord of the Rings, they had to learn Elvish, some of the people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Or
Crazy.
in Game of Thrones. Actually, it's the same guy that wrote. What are they talking? Game of Thrones. What's the name of that language?
Dothraki.
Yeah.
He's the same guy who wrote Elvish?
Yeah. No, I don't think. No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
no,
thought
no,
that's
no,
what you
no,
meant.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no.
I don't.
I meant
think so.
from the 100.
From the 100. Oh.
That's the same guy.
That's the same guy. Copy
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That must be a challenge.
It was. Yeah.
How much prep time did you usually get? For the language
They're pretty good with that.
Cool.
Yeah. They're pretty good with that. I can't remember now because it's been so long. But
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
So how long are you in LA for? Are you flying back soon?
Yeah, I go back Wednesday.
Okay.
But then I'll be back.
Be back.
I'll be back.
Where do you do the training then for Muay Thai? Is it in Vancouver? or
In
here?
Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're here just auditioning and shooting, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm. It's been fun. It's crazy though.
Yeah, kind of traveling kind of drains you a little bit.
Today I woke up and I was like, all right, I think I can sleep for longer.
Yeah. Something
But
like that.
still, it's fun, man. Like, I don't know. I dreamt about doing this stuff when I was a little girl. So now that I actually get to do it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain.
So did you go to college for acting or did you?
No. I grew up dancing and performing that way. And then, I wanted to be a pop star at one time. And music business can be a little tough. And then I started modeling in like around 14.
It seems like you've done everything.
I've
Like
done
you-
a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, especially from an early childhood. It seems your parents were very supportive of that. No?
Well,
Yes?
more like, well, they thought it was a hobby, and they were like, "Oh, that's great,
Mm-hmm.
have your hobby." And then, after high school, and I kept wanting to do it, they're like, "What? That's a hobby, though. Like, what do you actually want to do?" And both my siblings are lawyers,
What kind of, wow. What kind of law? Out of curiosity.
criminal law.
Okay.
So anybody? Give them a call.
Prosecutors? Are they prosecutors or are they
I can't remember now.
public defenders?
A little bit of everything.
Usually it's usually one or the other, but yeah,
I really
okay.
have to start paying attention.
No worries. The reason I ask, I'm on a law show and I play a public defender.
What?
Yeah. So I got to shadow a real public defender, and yeah, that's why the whole legal system has been brought to my eyes recently.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Crazy.
I know. I know my brother works with the wrongfully accused.
Okay, probably a public defender then. Publicly defender. Public
And
defender.
It's early.
I know, right?
yeah. So
That's cool.
Yeah, so I mean my parents were always hoping that I would smarten up and
Yeah.
go get my education, go to college,
Yeah.
and become a lawyer, hint hint, nudge nudge, and I was like, nope. Have you met me?
Yeah.
I never really enjoyed school, but I never really liked school because I didn't like the people at school. So then it made it.
Oh, say that again. Sorry.
I never really warmed up to the whole school and academic life.
Gotcha.
And it's, I think, mostly because I didn't like the people. But they were
bullied?
totally
They bullied you a little bit?
a little. I was never cool. Still not.
Pretty cool.
Still-
You're pretty cool. You do Muay Thai and you kill assassins on TV. So I think it's pretty cool.
I actually didn't do a very good job killing that assassin because now.
Uh-oh. Spoilers.
No, not spoiler.
Oh, not spoilers.
You just have to watch the show to know this.
I haven't seen it. I just saw your demo reel and I was hooked.
See.
Okay. So then you were tired of all that and you're like, I'm just gonna.
Well, I
Maybe a pop
tried to
star?
let it go. I tried to do other things. I tried like getting into fashion and styling and all of this other things, but I missed it so
Yeah.
much. Like after high school when I was just modeling, I need to make some more money, and my agent was like, "Oh, you should try being background." And I'm like, "What the hell is background?"
Yeah.
She's like, movies, BG. And I was, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And it just lit the fire even more. And I was like, I want to do that. That's
Yeah.
what I want to do. And it took a while for me to believe in myself in order to go towards that. I was always
Okay.
playing with it. It never felt real. It was always a dream. It was never something that you could actually do. And it wasn't until like 2009 that I just said, fuck it. I'm going to try. And if I fail, I fail. But it's funny, like it's a never ending thing, acting, as you know. And when you have the passion for it or the drive for it or you want it, it's a never ending climb. You think that like, oh, I'm going to get to this huge summit of my climb. It's going to be like it. I'm going to have, book a show and do this and da-da-da. And even though, I have a job right now, you never know. You never know which way anything's going to go. Nothing is permanent. You can even be like the lead of the show and you never know.
Yeah.
Never know which way those stories are going to go. So I always tell people when they're like, oh, my kid's thinking about acting. I'm like, is your kid thinking about acting? Or are you thinking that like your kid's going to be famous one day? Because that's tall order. You never know, because you never fucking know. And it's
Yeah. It's not the point, too.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so right now I feel really happy and really blessed and but I'm just enjoying it because
Right.
I really have no idea where it's gonna go, and hopefully I stay employed. That'd be so rad.
So, those times where you didn't believe in yourself and you felt like insecure, I'm always curious to know what was the thing that sparked that shift, towards believing in yourself and self-confidence.
You know, it's funny. It's been a struggle up until like 2 years ago, really. 2 years ago is when, okay, I had this like, I found myself in a pattern in life, and I seemed to be like, dating the same kind of guy and getting to the same mess and drama, and one day I just woke up and realized that everything about my life I felt unhappy, and the relationship at the time I felt horrible in, and so I just decided to walk away from everything. And then after that came the friendships that aren't really your friends. They're just there for either Instagram moments or I don't know what, but just never really gave a crap about me.
Yeah.
And then I just decided, you know what, I'd rather be alone than be in a room full of people that just somewhat like me. You know what I mean? Or just like the idea of me. And then I met, I got a cat, and I was
Perfect.
like, all right, I'm gonna be a crazy cat lady. Sweet. And then,
This is my life now.
this is my life now. And then it's just it's like a never ending journey with that too, is getting that confidence and getting that trust in yourself. And actually, when I met my husband about 2 years ago, he really just did that. He loved me, which I've never really experienced before. Yeah, my mom, my dad, and stuff like that, family. Right. But like really caring for you and wanting you to succeed and do well and back you, and that's something I never really experienced before. So that's kind of been the thing that's changed for me. But I mean, it's always a journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a constant battle, in all honesty. A reaffirmation.
I don't think people talk about it enough, too. Everyone always fronts like they have everything together, and it's like this unrealistic expectation. And I think that's why anxiety and depression is at an all-time high. Because you have things like Instagram and these other social media outlets that only post these amazing moments or, your life in the best filter and best way possible.
I agree with you. I think there are definitely accounts out there that, yes, they only highlight and post. I'm at the party!
I am the party! And
I'm here in
real
beach.
life, nobody gives a fuck.
Right, yeah, and I'm at, it's beach day, and you're just getting these little snippets of the climaxes of people's lives, and that could be really detrimental to someone who's like in a depressed state.
And then with your job too, not having that security, because I mean, as you know too, rejection is the number one.
I've never been rejected.
Never.
Fuck. Everybody just loves me so much.
How does it feel?
It feels amazing. For me, something that's definitely helped with my anxiety is just physical, like extreme physical exercise.
And yerba mate.
Well, yeah, that definitely helps to wake up in the morning. But yeah, I think it's really important to kind of, at times, to shut this off and focus on what's going on with you and do something that's physically uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Like exercise-wise.
Yeah. And give back, even if it's in the littlest thing. Like,
be of service, yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Even if, you just go into your closet and grab a bunch of clothes and take it to a shelter. Just give back in little ways.
It's little battles, winning them throughout the day, that help, too. Mm-hmm. Like, if you say you're going to wake up early, because if you wake up early, and yes, you're going to be tired and grumpy or whatever, but you won that little battle, you didn't stay in bed kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you do the next thing, and then you do the next thing, and then by the end of the day, you're like, whoa, got a lot done today. I feel good about myself. I'm capable of doing something. I'm worth this. I'm
Yeah.
worth this life. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's something that yoga taught me, how I talk to myself. And for a long time, I wasn't nice. I'd always be like, suck it up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, Jen, why are you so intense?
Sometimes that's okay to say to yourself.
Yeah, sometimes, but
Yeah.
all the time?
Not all the time.
Just because I can't like hold my leg up in a pose. I think that's crazy. That's pushing it. That's
Yeah, is it? Yeah, that's pushing
That's
it.
a little
right?
much.
Yeah, that's. I don't ever do that. Do that every single time in yoga. Why is your leg shaking?
You do a lot of yoga?
Yeah, not a lot, but yeah, not as much as you probably. So, but I do that to
Should
myself.
we have a yoga off?
Why
I
not?
don't know if that's even a thing. but
In the studio right now, probably
do
not.
it.
Pull a hammy. Kidding.
That's the Egyptian.
Yeah, I don't know why
I
did
don't
you do
know.
that. We're gonna question. No, I'm kidding.
Yoga.
Yoga by Jen.
Yoga by Jen. Anyways.
Hey, that could be something.
Yoga by Jen.
Yeah. Jen.
Then you
I'm
have to
kidding.
go to school, and then you have to learn all the savasana, asananas, and I don't know.
You don't know them?
I know savasana is when you're laying down, like dead butt. No,
Dead butt?
dead body. kind
Everybody,
of.
let's get into dead butt. Okay, I'm out of this class.
That would be the type
Every
of
time
yoga.
I close my eyes to meditate, she whispers in my ear, "Assassin."
Oh my god, I was supposed to say. Oh man.
Okay. Tattoos. We've got a Black Widow.
With
Is that
the
a Black
yin
Widow?
yang. Yeah, it is.
Yin Yang. Oh, excuse me. I
Yin
couldn't see
yang
from here.
is in the Black Widow. Yes.
That's pretty cool. Do these have any significance, or just because you like them?
They do.
They do. Okay, because sometimes people get tattoos just because they like them.
Yeah, totally. And
Yeah.
that's fine too.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's cool.
yeah.
What else? You got 3 lines there.
I do
Tribal.
on this side and this side
Ooh.
and on my leg.
That's
and
pretty
on
cool.
my neck on both sides.
May I ask what that signifies?
It's my war paint.
Yeah. Okay. I dig it.
Yeah, it's my
dig it.
war paint.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And then what is that on your heart? The hand, the
Queen
heart.
of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen
Cool.
of Hearts, I guess. It's a Queen of Heart.
That's cool.
Well, I guess it's kind of a reminder. It has actually something to do with my relationship.
Okay. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Yeah.
If it's personal, that's cool.
I've never
That's okay.
admitted that it has to do with another person.
Oh,
But
okay.
because they always say like, oh, don't get tattoos of, and which you shouldn't.
You just wagged your finger at me, so I got okay.
Because then you end up covering those up. So it has to be for you. I mean, if it's it's basically a symbol for my marriage.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's that.
I'd like to get a tattoo, but I'm scared that in a year I'd be like, I wish I didn't get it.
Then probably you should
Yeah.
get it.
I do.
Well, what are some of the things you've thought of?
I'm not gonna get a small
Like
one.
a
It'd be a
Playboy
big.
bunny?
Why is that the first thought in your head?
I don't know. I just try to think of something that would be instantly regrettable. And I went with the Playboy bunny.
Thanks,
Because
Jennifer.
I remember when like girls were getting tattoos when I was young, and so many girls would get.
That was a Midwest thing too.
It was like, and I was like, why? Or the tanning tattoos.
Yes.
Do you know how many Easter bunny, Playboy bunnies? I'm just like, why though?
It's like I'm
But
bad.
it's cute.
I'm bad. It's on my hip, my inner hip. I'm bad.
I am a bunny.
Okay. This just became an ASMR podcast. You know those? You know what that is? No. Oh, get ready to cringe a little bit. Yeah, ASMR is when people get apparently, they can be turned on by it, but they can also just like it. But it's basically a whole like podcast or YouTube video where they talk like this. They'll be like really talking like this, and they'll really enunciate all their words, and they'll talk like this for universe. Why? Exactly. It's some people get turned on by it. Some people like it. So that's
So
ASMR.
strange.
I guess everybody has, to
think
each
you
their
think-
own.
you know, hey,
you can't judge,
no
like Jennifer
judgment.
said.
No judgment.
No judgment, except for the
judgment.
0.001%
Only
of.
for the little bit of my head that I say
Art.
quietly. But no judgment out loud.
Okay, if I was gonna get a tattoo, you know what I would want?
Jennifer.
That would be so weird to get your head on the back of my back. On the back of my back? On my back.
Do you guys, if you're young, so you might not know who Jackass that.
Yeah,
No, we
Steve-O.
don't.
Okay, just in
Wait, how
case.
How old do you think we
Yeah,
are?
I just
how
in
old are
case.
you?
I don't know.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
I'm 31.
Okay,
I
cool.
I just turned 30.
Yeah,
Really?
he's 21.
You guys were like.
I wish.
I thought. Well, hey, that's a compliment, okay?
Yeah. I thought you
Why
were,
do I feel like?
I don't know. We just got really aggressive.
I know.
We have to fight
I
now.
just thought you guys looked young, okay?
Actually, that was the first thing
Jesus,
that
you
came into my head
moisturize.
was Steve-O's tattoo of himself on his
yeah,
back.
me too. That hence the. There we go.
Yeah.
We're back on track.
No, I would want either a rising phoenix, like a huge one,
Oh.
on my back, because I believe in reincarnation.
Yeah.
So that's really symbolic. Something really cool design. I love tigers. Love tigers with like a skull, because that's in a Tibetan. Yeah, I think it's Tibetan.
the tattoo, but I have a pin of a tiger.
Okay,
I love those.
I dig that. I dig that. Something with a skull and a tiger on there, because in some kind of Tibetan or Buddhist sect, it deals a lot with like danger and death, and so that's like their symbol. I was like, oh, I like that. And I've always been attracted to like tigers and skulls. So.
There you go. That seems like a very long session or a couple sessions.
No, I want it all in one go. Oh, fuck! I just remembered a documentary on Vice, I think, which I think you would get a kick out of. It's fucking extreme.
Does it have to do with a lot of pain?
Yeah.
Is that why you're like, ooh, you?
Yeah, it does actually. It's okay. Extreme tattooing Vice.
Extreme tattooing vice.
Can we see what's? Sorry, I can't wait till they build the new. Brutal, violent. No, it's a video. Can we go to the YouTube, Mr. Michael?
We can go to the YouTube.
Thank you, sir. We're
That's
on a
how my
journey.
mom calls it.
Your mom's cool, apparently.
The YouTube.
Is that what she sounds like?
Yes. Jennifer,
Oh, okay. Hold on.
what are you doing?
Brutal Black Project, second one. I think this is it.
Oh, shit.
It's not
Full
Vice.
sleeves,
No,
3
no,
hours total.
Sorry, go back. The third one. Let's click on that third one. So basically, it's a whole, the way they describe it, a spiritual experience as well, where they're just like fucking blacking out people's arms and faces.
Faces?
Yeah, with like tattoo. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it gets brutal. Can we go to skip to the middle? Maybe it's the middle side. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, you see this? And they're
God.
crying in it. Like they're just trying to get them black, or just do like crazy scratch designs. It's nuts, man. It's one of the most brutal things I've ever seen in my life. Let's see what the end looks like. Yeah, look at this. See his whole chest. Anyway, this is not the full documentary. I don't know where it's at, but that's the general idea. Isn't that nuts? No? Yes?
Yeah, I'm speechless. Wow. Okay. I mean, I get it. There is a very therapeutic thing about tattooing and the pain. I have to admit that.
Okay.
There is something with like the breathing and even the sound too. They're definitely like I get that, but that's a lot. Wow.
That's on the extreme end.
That is definitely on the extreme end. Well, I mean, hey, if you need it, I mean, I guess you need it.
Yeah. You think that's? I mean, again, I'm only seeing life through a limited perspective. You know, through a peephole, keyhole.
Keyhole.
Keyhole. Peephole is something
Peephole.
that's.
If
That's,
you're watching through a
felony.
peephole. Yeah, right.
It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Peep and Wesam.
Peep and Wesam. Gonna get in trouble. ABC. Just lost my job. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jennifer. It's hard not to judge that. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
In a way where I don't know the benefits of that, the long-term benefits.
Yeah. I just, I feel like, okay, my dad always used to say that the loudest in the room was probably the weakest because, you know, you're trying to front, you're trying to,
Yeah.
so maybe it's trying to cover up or it's trying to, you know, fill in a certain void,
Yeah.
maybe.
Usually the best fighters are the quietest, too. They don't really
Yeah,
talk
like
shit.
Amanda Nunes. Oh my God. I remember when I saw her fight Ronda Rousey.
Mhm.
And I was like Team Rousey. And then as soon as I saw her, I made that switch. And I've never looked back.
Yeah.
I mean, I love you, Ronda Rousey. I
Yeah.
do.
She's on her journey, too.
She's on her own journey, too.
Hey, what do you think of Dean Lister, then?
Who's Dean Lister?
One of the greatest jiu-jitsu masters ever.
Well,
Brazilian
then I
jiu-jitsu.
guess I need to know who this person is.
Yeah,
I'm bad with the Google.
Yeah. That's a very young picture of him. He rolls with
I can't see him.
he rolls with Jocko. Did you know that?
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
they go to the same MMA fitness. And he actually helped him train for a few fights. That's a super young picture of him. Super
Wow.
young. Did you watch the Khabib and McGregor fight by chance?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, can we talk about okay. I like talking about it with a stranger, okay?
Okay.
First of all, that night, did you watch all the fights?
I watched all of them.
Okay. How incredible were basically all those fights?
All of them were pretty outstanding. All of them in their own way too. Who were the two guys that got really, really bloody?
Oh, that was Pettis?
Pettis?
Anthony Pettis.
Pettis?
Yeah.
And
Gosh, Tony. Fuck.
it's not the Ferguson one.
Yes, Ferguson.
Was it Ferguson?
It was Ferguson.
Okay. Wow. Anyway, I can't believe I remember that. Like their sportsmanship and their respect for and they're covered in each other's blood, and they just. When he broke his hand and
He's like, I can't continue. We'll get it next time. Cool. Damn, I broke my hand. Well, yeah, he's not gonna continue the fight. I was arguing with someone. I was like, what did you expect him to do? Die?
Just completely mangle his hand for any other fight.
Right.
It just goes to show how they went there to do just that.
Dude, I loved it when he did those breakdancing kicks and he landed one. I was like, oh, we're playing video games now in real life. Okay.
It's Street Fighter.
Right? Oh my gosh.
I know, it was incredible.
I love the Davis fight where it's like, hey, the fight's not over until it's really over. 10 seconds left and the entire match knocks him out.
I know. It was a good night. Good night. And then the whole fiasco at the end.
Well, real quick, with the Davis fight, the Russian guy he was fighting, horrible gameplay by the Russian guy. Like, dude, you had the fight in the bag. Play defense the rest of the time. Let him run at you. Why'd you go in and try to, Anyway.
Must destroy.
If he dies, he dies.
Must destroy.
V-
But then that whole thing at the end, I don't know, man. I think a part of it was staged. This is just my
Okay.
pure opinion. I don't know nobody. Nobody said anything to me. This is just my opinion.
You have
but
inside
I
information. Go ahead.
And I feel like it was kind of staged, and then it got out of hand.
I
Because
don't
like the
think it was
whole
staged.
bus thing.
That wasn't staged.
No, how come there was cameras everywhere? Everyone's angle. Everyone had like a mic. You could hear what everyone was saying.
Well, they were filming stuff because they were about to do the pre stuff for the UFC fight. I don't think that was staged. He went to court.
Well, I think now it's a full on thing, and I think it just got out of hand. I think it was a little staged and got out of hand. That's my theory.
That's your theory. Okay.
Sticking to it.
I don't think it was staged.
I can get sued for that, can I?
No,
Okay, sweet.
no.
Sticking to it.
Sticking to it. Or I'm going to Canada. I think McGregor is used to, like, you know, talking shit to people and not understanding that these type of people you talk shit to when you say something about somebody's mom and their culture, it's not the type of thing where in other culture or American culture where
Most
it's like
cultures, you don't talk about the mama. Like, you don't. You leave mamas, grandmas. And plus, it's your job. That's like back to sportsmanship. Yeah, I know you're fighting, but there's
he had dug up some dirt on him, and then he started talking about his religion, about his dad, and it's like, you know who you're fighting? Like, I get it, McGregor. You're selling fights, the whole business aspect, but at the same time, I go, you know what? I don't care about the business aspect. It's about, like, respect and courtesy, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck the money at a certain point. Like, you already have $100 million. Like, do you really want to do all this shit? Don't be surprised when you talk shit to, like, real gangsters and stuff happens. Now, that aside, I'd like to talk about the actual fight and how, dude,
It was
ragdolled him.
fucking good.
The first round, where he just ties him up. The whole
He had him tied like every round, and he was just like,
this was a mistake. This was a mistake. And I knew things, like, he was really pissed off. I don't know if you could tell. Whenever Khabib got on top of McGregor and started punching him and was, like, saying shit to him as he's punching him.
was it that shit? Was that what he was saying?
Oh, I don't know what he was saying, but it was like, you could tell he was, like, talking shit. I don't know what he was saying, but it was like, oh, you remember all the shit you talked about? Oh. Like,
What happened in the end with that? Like, are they, what's, like,
the last thing I heard that they were holding both their purses because McGregor actually sucker punched somebody during the end melee, but at first it wasn't shown. Then they saw another video where it's like, oh, he got involved in it, sucker punched some guy, went away, and then another guy sucker punched him for sucker punching that guy. So like, oh, both of you guys are gonna get paid for now. But I don't know what's happened after that.
Okay.
Did you like the fight though?
I did.
What are your thoughts on it?
My thoughts, I kind of, not much to really say other than they've really perfected the art of fighting and how they've come up with these. I mean, these events make tons and tons of money, and I don't know. I don't really know what else to say other than I enjoy the entertainment aspect of it and seeing the type of athleticism that goes into. I mean, I do like 1 hour of training and I'm done. So the fact that, you know, to get into an octagon and to actually fight somebody, that's hardcore. I have nothing but respect for that.
Apparently, Tony Ferguson had just come off a knee surgery and the doctors were like, you weren't fully healed. And the guy is just, during his interviews, I was like, oh,
Dude,
you're a
he
little
was
crazy.
machine.
He doesn't get tired, apparently, because he'll do like 4 hours of straight training. And his coaches are like, what the hell?
His coach is like,
But he's a little crazy. His mental strength is what I think pushes him that far and creates some type of magic in his body.
he must like meditate on high levels in order to achieve something like that.
I don't know. But he did seem a little cray-cray. I don't know if it was from the adrenaline after the fight, because at times he'd be like, run. I'm looking forward to the next match. You know, it's like, okay. Kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy. I feel like everyone kind of is a little crazy. It's just whether you catch them at those moments or not.
You know what? That's the thing. I don't think they should do post-fight interviews. They should wait till after they get out of the ring, taking a shower, get medically checked up, and then they could do their little press conference. I don't think they should do it right after the fight. No?
Well,
Yes?
I don't know, because sometimes that's the fun stuff.
It is, but like, can you imagine fighting a dude? You know what I mean? Fighting someone. Let's say you got your ass kicked, and then somebody wants to interview you. You're like, hey man, I can barely stand up right now.
know, right?
Why are you asking me questions?
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. That's just my thing.
No.
Anything in the future we can look forward to, or should people just follow your Instagram or Twitter to see some updates?
Definitely find me on Instagram because then you'll get the quickest update.
Okay.
What my dog is doing.
Cool.
But yeah, no. I wish I could talk more about the things that are coming up, but
That's okay. That's okay.
I've been told not to say a word.
No, that's totally fine. I totally get it. Thought I saw a ghost. It is Halloween.
You probably did.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
hang out.
Halloween month. Jennifer, seriously, so much fun having you on the show today.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, Joe.
All right, Michael.
Thank you.
We're
Of
out.
course, we're out. Everybody. Oh, I'm off beat. And now we're on beat. There we go. Guys, Eric got his test results in. Everything was negative. Yeah! That's how we're going to end every episode. No, I'm kidding. That was so ridiculous. Hey, guys, thanks for listening to the show. I make myself laugh way too much. Thank you to Adobe Radio, to Nice Guy Digital, to Better Booch Kombucha Tea, Premium Kombucha, all organic, very low sugar, tastes like a light fruit juice. Thank you to you, Michael.
Thank you, Lisa.
Seriously, man, thank you for just being with the show and for all the hard work you've done over the past months.
No problem.
I hope you enjoy being on the show.
I do actually enjoy it a lot.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Enjoy our Saturday mornings.
You fucking better.
Wesam did not pay me to say that.
Exactly.
He actually did.
Eric. Anyway, hey, thanks for coming in today and for your help. Always, you know what? I'm glad you're my stand-in on the show. Thanks, man. Don't make it weird. Hey, do you know what we're gonna? I know we're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna play prank on one of the new PAs. Make them think that not to look me in the eye and to call me Mr. Quiche. And when they say Mr. Quiche, I'm gonna go, "It's Jay." Hey, thank you, Steph. I don't know if Steph listens to this last part, but we should tell her to listen to this last part.
Okay.
Because I love Steph and for all the awesome work she does for the social media of the show. She's in Tennessee right now. I hope she's found a good roommate, and I can't wait till she moves to LA and we can all hang out and have a drink together.
Agreed.
Miss you, Steph. I've never even met you in person, and I like you. You know what that says? Me. I don't like a lot of people. That's true. Hey, thank you to you, the listeners. We love you. Be sure to subscribe, review us, rate us, send us your questions.